2010 for the Fremantle Festival. That was called Drawn Together, which has been a dream of mine for many, many years. So we used about 20 different acts on stage that we could draw. It was projected on a 12-foot screen. So people could see what was happening on stage and what each artist was interpreting.
How did the concept for Drawn Together come about then from that for the Bangladesh project?
Well, it was a chance conversation actually. At that stage we had pitched to the Singapore Art Gallery for their new gallery as an activating of spaces with this concept. It's very malleable. The possibility that it could work for the International Congress on AIDS in Asia Pacific. That conference is biennial, so the previous country was Thailand, and they're about to hand over to a new country that had pitched, and Bangladesh was hopeful. And of course Bangladesh did win the opportunity to host the 12th Congress, and we've been working pro bono on the last 2 years. But so from that it has evolved, and so instead of being about activating spaces for Singapore, it became about arts and health. Workshops for Bangladesh and working with their communities and with their artists and their health workers to effect change with stigma and discrimination. People living with HIV and at risk, particularly in places such as Bangladesh, do not have the confidence to even go and get tested because the community workers and the health workers themselves discriminate. Allow people to become empowered to say this is my right to health and to break down those barriers. The success of creative arts and culture in delivering health messages. The sad fact is, I suppose, the sensitivity of it all with their cultural background. Those people who work in the industries most at risk are sinners in their eyes, in their religious eyes.
What's the purpose of this whole concept? Was to bring people together because we all have the need to express ourselves. Every culture, every nationality, every religion, and not thinking about the end result, about the process. And that's where the healing occurs. So that's the basic concept of the whole philosophy.
And within that mark making, of course, the subject matter involves music, involves human movement of their cultural dances, photography. There's a whole range of other creative disciplines that can be drawn on. Our 3 artists will be working with 7 of their artists who are highly respected and highly qualified practitioners in mask making, puppeteering, shadow puppetry, music making, dance, contemporary and classical dance. It's very exciting, and of course what that does is allow some exchange to happen further down the line. UNAIDS Bangladesh wants to have that concept introduced into every future ICAP conference. If we're going to, at the end of the day, reach 1,000 to 1,400 people, and then you multiply that by 52 countries in 2 more years, and then 4 more years, and 6 more years, you're reaching a massive audience, so the outcomes are huge.
Fantastic.
The initial week for which this fundraising campaign is aimed at is for 1 week in the middle of July. And so we'll have Ian and Dawn Meader and Lisbeth Goodhart and the other artist. They will go to Dhaka to work with the other artists, the bureaucracy, the community network organisation directors, back-to-back appointments as to how they're going to work this in a culturally sensitive way. After that week, they then come back and work on the final details, and then they go back again in October and they run 40 hours of workshop, 40 workshops over 5 weeks. Yeah. So it's a massive, but this is a seed capital for that first week. The other 5 weeks will be funded by UNAIDS. The Pozible campaign for Bangladesh, Drawn Together Bangladesh.
That's right.
And then also on Ian D'Souza's website.
As well, which is iandesouza.com.au.
Correct.
IANDESOUZA.com.au.
That's correct. And to go to What's On or exhibition page, and up it comes.
Your target is 12,000, but already you've had fantastic success.
This is the 10th day of our campaign and we're up to $7,005.
That is just brilliant.
It is so rewarding and so touching. I think the first donation was $500 and that gave us such a boost. Some $5, you get 20 people with $5 and we've got half a course.
Absolutely.
So every little bit helps, but we're very humbled and they're highly educated artists we're working with the same passion that we have to make a difference. It's interesting that it's Fremantle-based artists.
It is.
Yes.
That's exactly
right. It's a unique
right.
place, Fremantle, isn't it?
We love
It does
Fremantle.
have a heart.
So you will actually be facilitating any of these workshops in Bangladesh?
I'll be right in the middle of the whole thing. Work with them with the simple act of drawing, but that's why I've chosen the use of the 5 elements as a theme. So we're not, and we allow them to express themselves, and if they want to talk about their HIV, that's okay with them. So they need to express without any fear.
There's a quote that our team member and the director of the Pozible campaign, Elizabeth Goodhart, the original Drawn Together event for the Fremantle Festival 2010 was the inspiration for all the models that we use, and this project is an evolution of that successful event. It's a ripple effect of the pebble in the pond from Fremantle 2010 to the slums of Dhaka.
So please help.
Yes.
This is such an amazing cause.
Without the general support of the public, we can't make this happen, and we've been very touched by people's generosity.
So please help this wonderful cause. We need every bit of help that we can get to make this project work in Bangladesh for the HIV.
Over and out, this is Pirate88.com on the couch.